Hi guys, Mark here. I'm going to do my fourth fragrance review. It's going to be on one of my favorites, so one that's actually climbing very high on my list. Before I do that, I did do a little bit of shopping this morning on a few fragrances, so I'm just going to show you guys these bottles real quick, and perhaps you own these or you want to own these. So I'm going to show you what I bought, and you can leave me comments if you'd like, or see if you want me to review any of them. Of course, it's not going to be a new review, but I'll put it on the list. So let's start the list here. First one I bought is 100 milliliters of Burberry The Beat. I own a few Burberry, so this one I'm just going to add to the rest of them. The next one I bought is Hugo Boss's XY. I heard a few good things about it. I'm a huge fan of Boss Bottled. As you can see, I did the review, and I'm going to take a look at this one and see if it deserves a test here. So next one is 212 Sexy Man. I have the original, so I'm going to try that one out. Next one I bought is Versace Man Eau Fraiche. I don't own any Versace, so this is actually my first Versace bottle. I also bought Armani Code by Giorgio Armani. I don't buy too many Armani. They're too expensive, and they don't really impress me much. So I'm going to give this one a try because it's been getting pretty good reviews, so I'll give that one a try. I also bought Roca Man. This is my first one from that house also. And last but not least, I bought Hugo Boss Boss in Motion. This is actually a limited edition. I believe it's called Electric. So I actually opened this one up because I wanted to see what it looked like. Now on to my review. It's on, of course, Prada Amber Pour Homme. It's 100 milliliter. As you can see, it's a very simple bottle, but it actually looks pretty good. I'm just going to pop the top off. The top's nothing special. Also, I'm just going to show you how new this is to me. I haven't used too much of it. So there's your bottle. Now, Prada Amber does come in the 1.7 ounce. This is the 3.4 ounce. And there's another one that's a 3.4 ounce refillable bottle. Half the size of this would be around 40 or 50 American. This size around 60 to 80, and then the refillables a little more, 70 to 85. This fragrance actually came out in 2006. Of course, the group I would group this in is an Oriental Fougère. This is the very first Prada fragrance. This is actually, I would say, a huge hit for Prada. They done this one very well. They started off real good for me. The nose behind this is Daniela Roche-Andrier. Daniela actually made Infusion Homme Prada. I actually bought Infusion Homme Prada. It's in the mail right now. I should be getting it soon, and if it's close to what this is, Prada is off to a great start. Now the scent strength for this one is moderate. The life of the scent would be around 11 to 15 hours. So if you're doing a work day, this one's actually perfect for that, 11 to 15 hours. It won't stay all day, but I'm a big fan of fragrances that actually last. Now it's very well made. It is good quality. That's another thing that I love to see is good quality in a fragrance. Like I said earlier, it is an Oriental fragrance. It has a little bit of leather and amber in it, of course, as the name states. It's an elegant and gentle fragrance. It's got a barbershop feel to it, clean and soapy. That's the one thing I would tell a lot of people, that this is clean and soapy. Reason why a lot of people don't like the soapy feel to it. I find this fragrance really unique to what I have in my wardrobe right now. I have tons of bottles, but this one's very unique, and it's long lasting, of course, so that's a huge feature that makes me love it. Prada actually clearly did not make this to be a top seller. Reason why is because it's unique. It's not what like the usual top sellers are. Usually they copy each other, and this one really stands out. It actually stands out to be more of a classy and luxurious fragrance. So I would actually wear this out to, if I'm going to a fancy restaurant or something like that with my girlfriend. That's the one I would most likely am gonna wear. A lot of people do get the vibe of a scented water feel to it, which could be a drawback. So the soapy feel, the watery scented water. So if you can actually try to test this out, I always recommend people to test the scents out. But this could be, if you don't like that soapy feel, like when I say soapy, it's actually an expensive soap. Like you'd be looking at, hotels that you go to, or something like that. Really expensive soaps. And it's not a sillage monster, so it's not a heavy scent. And I would say there's a fruity opening, followed by a sweet tonka vanilla heart with some very light patchouli. The base gives it a lightly powdery touch of vetiver, sandal, and saffron. And I would say every note that this one has is well restrained, so you can't really, pinpoint which one's coming out. So they're all laid back usually, and they're all together. So there's a lot of notes all over the place, really, with this one. Now, usually, to me, it's always coming second on occasions. It's like it's not crying out to be worn. So when I'm reaching out for bottles, I always forget about this one for some reason. I always do. But when I always put it on, I always ask myself why I don't reach for this bottle more often. So it's kind of like a catch-22. So for Prada Amber, the style would be more of a classic modern style. The occasion would be a special, intimate occasion. And the season, of course, I'm stuck in fall, so this one's actually going to be fall and winter type of smell. So all in all, Prada Amber Pour Homme, I would say, is going to be a classic. This one's going to be a classic. I'm going to have this for a long, long time. And I would class this, to me, this is a 10 out of 10. This is going to be, might even be in the future, my favorite. So I highly, highly recommend Prada Amber Pour Homme. And they done very, very well. So guys, this is my 4th review. It's on Prada. And hopefully I can get another review out for you guys soon. Alright, thank you.